Welcome to Understand Chemistry. This is Dr. Bilal with my video series on periodic table and periodicity. This video is a continuation of my discussion on atomic size. In the previous part of this episode, I have discussed in detail the covalent radii, factor affecting covalent radii, and the variation of covalent radii in groups and period. In addition to this, I have also discussed the concept of metallic and van der Waals radii. In this video, I will give you an in-depth understanding of ionic radii, the variation of ionic radii in groups and periods, and will introduce you to the concept of isoelectronic species. In the end, I will explain you how to calculate ionic radii using Landau's and Pauling's method. Ionic radius is the radius of an ion, cation or anion in an ionic crystal. It may be defined as the distance between the nucleus of an ion and the point up to which the nucleus exerts its attractive force on the electron cloud of the ion or atom. This means that beyond the distance equal to the ionic radius, the nucleus will not exert any attractive force on the electron clouds. If we assume that ions in ionic crystal are hard spheres, then the internuclear distance between the nuclei of the cation and anion is equal to the sum of the radius of cation and that of anion. That is, dCA is equal to radius of cation plus radius of anion. The above equation can be used to find the ionic radius of cation or anion if internuclear distance between cation and anion, that is dCA, and the ionic radius of the other ions are known. To better understand, let us take an example. If the internuclear distance between sodium ion and chlorine ion is 276 picometer, the radius of cation is 95 picometer, then what would be the ionic radius of chlorine ion? We apply above equation to sodium chloride. It will take the form DNaCl is equal to RNa plus RCl. By placing values and calculating for ionic radius of chloride ion, we obtain radius of chlorine anion is equal to 181 picometer. Now I will show you the variation of ionic radii in period and groups. Let us consider the ionic radii of main group elements. In this figure, the radius of cation, that is positively charged ion, and anion, that is negatively charged ion, are given along with the size of parent atom. The size or radius of parent atom is shown in green, while that of cation and anion are shown in red and blue respectively. In both cases, that is cation and anions, the ionic radius increase from top to bottom and decrease from left to right. The value of ionic radii and parent atoms are also given in front of each atom. If we compare the ionic radii of cation and anion with respect to parent atom, we see that cation is always smaller in size than parent atom, as cations are formed by losing electrons. Therefore, nuclear charge is more than the number of electrons. As a result, nucleus pulls the electrons more strongly. Because of this, size of cation shrinks compared to the parent atom. Beside nuclear charge, for some atoms, cations are formed by the removal of one complete shell. In some cases, cations are formed by losing one electron, but with losing one electron, they also lose one complete shell. For example, in case of sodium, it has atomic number 11 and it has 2, 8 and 1 electron in first, second and third shell respectively. When sodium forms sodium cation by losing its outermost shell electron, then it has only 2 shells left. As a result, sodium cation is less in size than the parent sodium atom. On the contrary, anion is bigger in size than the parent atom, as anion is formed when an atom gains an electron. Therefore, number of electrons are more than the number of proton or nuclear charge. As a result, the force of attraction of nucleus on the electron cloud become less and the size of anion expand. For example, the chlorine ion is bigger in size than chlorine for this reason. Now let us compare ionic radii of an other set of ionic species that have a different charge but same electronic configuration. These species are called isoelectronic species or isoelectronic ions. In table shown, isoelectronic ions are given along with their electronic configuration, nuclear charge and size in picometer. We can see that in all cases the electronic configuration is same, that is, all the ions have neon type electronic configuration. If we compare the nuclear charge with the size of ions for these isoelectronic ions, we can see that the size of ions increase with decreasing nuclear charge. But if someone is interested to arrange the cation and anion in terms of increasing or decreasing order of ionic size, one has to consider these 3 points. That is, cation is smaller in size than the parent atom and an anion is bigger in size than the parent atom. And if the species for comparison are isoelectronic, this we can find out easily by looking at their electronic configuration. For this case, we can compare the nuclear charge. More the nuclear charge, less will be the size. For your better understanding, let us consider one question. Arrange the following sets of ions in increasing order of ionic radius. First thing to do here, to determine if the ions for comparison are isoelectronic. When yes, then more will be the nuclear charge or atomic number, less will be the size. Stop this video here and think for a while. The answer will be there with your next click. Now I will show you how to measure the ionic radii. Land's method for the measurement of ionic radius was the first approach toward ionic radius measurement. It was assumed that ions are hard spheres. According to this method, for ionic compound that are composed of very small cation and very large anion, like lithium iodide that contain small lithium cation and large iodine anion, for this compound, iodine ion will be touching each other in lithium iodide crystal, as can be seen from the figure. Hence, half of the iodine bond distance, that is dii, would be equal to the radius of iodine ion. When the internuclear distance between two iodine ions is 426 picometer, then according to the formula, the radius of iodine ion is calculated as 213 picometer. In case of ionic compounds like sodium iodide, potassium iodide, etc., that has a large cation like sodium cation and potassium cation, for such compounds, the anions are not touching each other, rather cation and anions are touching each other. Hence, the sum of the radii of the cation and anion would be equal to the internuclear distance between the cation and anion, as shown in figure. Hence, in potassium iodide ionic crystal, dKi will be equal to radius of potassium ion plus radius of iodine ion. If the internuclear distance between potassium and iodine is 353 picometer and the radius of iodine ion is 213 picometer, then the radius of potassium ion is calculated as 140 picometer. Pauling method for calculation of ionic radii is the second approach to calculate ionic radius. Pauling has calculated the radii of ions in 4 alkali halide. These are sodium fluoride, potassium chloride, rubidium bromide and cesium iodide. What is common in all these compounds is that the ion pairs in each of these halides are isoelectronic. That is, they contain equal number of electrons as shown here. In sodium fluoride, both sodium and fluorine has same neon type electronic configuration. Similarly, in potassium chloride, both potassium and chlorine has same argon type configuration. Same way, ion pairs in rubidium bromide and cesium fluoride have krypton and xenon type configuration respectively. His method is based on the following assumption. The cation and anions of the ionic crystal are in contact with each other. Hence, the sum of the radii of these ions is equal to interionic distance between them. That is, for Mx ionic crystal, the following equation holds good. Second assumption is the radius of an ion having noble gas electronic configuration is inversely proportional to the effective nuclear charge felt at the periphery or more outer part of the ion. Thus, for M cation and X anion, we can write, to remove the sign of proportionality, we need a constant C. According to definition of effective nuclear charge, Z effective is equal to Z, that is nuclear charge minus shielding effect. Using this formula, the radius of ion is given as radius of ion is equal to C divided by atomic number of the atom minus sigma of the ion. The equation can be written for a cation M positive, M plus and anion X negative as shown here. Using these ionic radius, the internuclear distance between two ions in ionic crystal will finally take the form as shown here. Now let us apply this formula to calculate ionic radii of ions in an ionic crystal. Consider this example. Calculate the value of univalent radii of sodium ion and fluorine ion if the internuclear distance between sodium and fluoride ion in ionic crystal is equal to 231 picometer. The formulae to calculate ionic radii are given here. From this formula, we came to know that we must know the nuclear charge or atomic number of atom or ions, shielding constant sigma, and we must know the value of constant C. From the available data, we can calculate value of C using this formula. In this equation, by placing the value of interionic distance, atomic number of sodium and chlorine, this formula will take the form. Now by placing the calculated value of sigma as calculated here, the value of C is calculated as 614.25. To find out more detail how to calculate the value of sigma, please see my detailed video on shielding effect and effective nuclear charge. The link of the video has been given in the description. Now we have everything which are required to calculate ionic radii. Using these formulae, the radius of sodium ion is calculated as 94.5 picometer and the radius of fullerene ion is calculated as 136.5 picometer. It was observed that for the univalent ions, the experimental value of the internuclear distance between the ions of an ionic crystal has been found to be equal or nearly equal to the sum of univalent radii of univalent cations and anions. Mathematically, internuclear distance between univalent cation M and univalent anion X is equal or nearly equal to the sum of radii of univalent cation M and anion X. Consider again the example of sodium fluoride. In sodium fluoride, the internuclear distance D between univalent sodium cation and univalent fluoride anion is 231 picometer, which is equal to the sum of radius of univalent cation and radius of univalent anion, which is calculated as 231 picometer. But in case of polyvalent ions, the internuclear distance between the ions of an ionic crystal has been found to greater than the sum of univalent radii of the polyvalent cation and polyvalent anion. For example, in MgO, that is magnesium oxide, the value of univalent radius of magnesium is equal to 81.9 picometer, whereas the univalent radius of oxygen is calculated as 175.5 picometer. Hence, the sum of univalent radii of magnesium and oxygen ions is equal to 257.4 picometer. The experimental value of internuclear distance between divalent cation magnesium and divalent anion oxygen in MgO is equal to 205 picometer, which is less than the sum of the radii of univalent magnesium ions and oxygen ions. In order to remove this discrepancy, for polyvalent ion, Pauling has introduced a term called crystal radius. The value of crystal radius is related to univalent radius by this relation. In this relation, A is the valency of polyvalent cation or anion and N is the Born exponent, whose value depends on the electronic configuration of the ion. The value of N for the ions having helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon type electronic configuration is 2, 7, 9, 10 and 12 respectively. Thus, the value of crystal radius for magnesium and oxygen ions are calculated as 62 and 140 picometer respectively. The sum of crystal radius of magnesium cation and oxygen anion is equal to 202 picometer, which is very near to the observed value of internuclear distance between two divalent cation in MgO, which is equal to 205 picometer. Hope you understand the concept of atomic size. If you find this video helpful, then please share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you have not yet subscribed Understand Chemistry, please subscribe it now and hit the bell icon to receive the notification of my latest uploads.